Hello there and welcome back to Spain, or Castille, whatever you want to call it. But back to the case here. Last time we declared a war on France with, well, the potential just to grow Guyane to appropriate proportion, I guess. And then we were planning to take, well, whatever we could always. But what we were quite lucky with here is that two of the electors, or the vassalizable electors I guess we should call them, was called in. And the plan of course is to vassalize them. And just to make things a little bit more interesting, Brandenburg joined in, and they're currently at war with Bohemia, so potentially they could be cut down to size, and potentially I can vassalize them afterwards, we'll have to see. But at least I can vassalize Trier, and most likely Mantua, and then we will consider going after Pomerania right afterwards. That should be enough to actually bring enough electors to my side that I will actually be elected next Holy Roman Emperor. So with that in mind, we'll just fight this war, and see if we can get what we want. So we'll see how this goes. Well, if we look at that, actually Brandenburg got cut down to size to basically now I can actually vassalize them, and that is actually quite good because, well, that means I already have my 3 vassals. And let's see here, Brandenburg, they're actually voting for France. That's kind of hilarious, but even so, France, and I'll take these 2, and that should be enough to give me the throne, as you might imagine. But I should also try and secure an extra elector just to be, as a precaution, just to be on the safe side more or less. So I'll be sieging Mantua now. I did get fort back. I did hire some mercs to make up for it, but it should be fine. And well, it's a little bit interesting how things are going here because, well, it seems that the people here aren't doing as one would expect. I don't get why they have this huge of a force standing ready here to well, siege more or less. So I'll be trying to sneak these guys, I guess, back or over to Dauphine, and we'll be making a stand in the mountains if that is possible, makes sense, whatever. So we'll see how that plays out. As you can see, Mantua has been secured as a vassal, and that means that we are basically half done here. Brandenburg is currently on the siege. Trier has been sieged, but unfortunately by Burgundy, so I'll have to wait till basically just try and push Burgundy off their claim in this case, just because of the fact that, well, I won't actually get any benefits from handing Trier over to Burgundy. So what I will be doing here is trying to do something else, and that is basically wait until Trier, or Burgundy in this case, pieces out with France. They'll probably take a province of 3, but I can live with that without no problems whatsoever. The fact that Tuscany entered a coalition against me simply for vassalizing someone is kind of weird, especially considering that, well, I guess I could see it from their point. They are basically in between, so it would make some sense to be at least careful under those circumstances. I'll go ahead and peace out with these guys. I'll concede defeat, and that should be enough to bring them out of the war. I'll have to march home though, which is kind of bad since it will give a window of opportunity when it comes to attacking me. Apparently it's something that these guys have decided to use full off, but even so it should be fine. Apparently they are already retreating. I'm a little bit unsure if I can actually peace out now with the Danes. I'm pretty sure I can actually fight peace with the Danes. They have nothing that I want. So all that remains now is Trier, Brandenburg and France. So basically now screw over, siege, and then we are done here. There we go, Burgundy made a peace with the French, and thus they are basically out of the game. Sieging Trier now should be fairly easy, as well as, well, taking the rest of France. I'll be using this army as more or less an army to take down those 5,000 French troops, and we'll be doing or finishing up the sieges and see how this turns out. As you can see, we have vassalized Brandenburg. That means that we have 2 of the 3 targeted electors, 3 are remaining, and we're also basically done with the war on the French. I'm a little bit, I can't actually vassalize Trier here, so that's a little bit too bad, but I can live with it. Even so, what we'll be doing is taking Dauphine and also Lyonnais, and we'll release, and we'll of course release then Provence, I believe, and give them both of those. Next war we'll be taking, I think, those 3 provinces, and we'll most likely soon end up in a war with the Burgundy guys as well, because, well, there are limits to how much of friends we can actually be, especially as I've been doing now. As you can see, simply vassalizing 2 of the electors was more than enough to bring basically the entire world back into a coalition against me, so we'll have to see if this turns out. Worst case scenario, I'll have the Holy Roman Empire coalition on my back here, so we'll have to see how it turns out, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get what I want here. Basically all that I'm still waiting for is the Siege of Trier to finish up, and then we are basically set now to make the peace deals here, and then we are, well, as I said, happy and well, as happy as can be. So I'll be sending my troops home now, or I'll be sending most of them home. Lithuania entered, Cologne sent me an insult, so yeah, Venice, the Ottomans. That's kind of the thing that I don't like. I'm not even messing with the Ottomans in any way possible. I'm screwing with Austria, with Bohemia, everyone in the Holy Roman Empire, but the ones who actually decide to join a coalition are people that doesn't even have anything to do with it. And yes, I'll most likely get all Europe against me now, once I actually go ahead and finish my deal or make peace here with France, but we'll take a chance and see how it goes. Worst case scenario, I'll have to release a vassal. I have no idea why. Oh, I guess it's because I made because I made peace with the other one that the war score jumped up. But yeah, as you can see, this is what we'll be going for, and there we go, peace has been made. We'll see how this turns out. As I said, I'm pretty sure everyone will hate me for a little while here, but I think I can just sort that out by creating the vassal straight away. I could always, well, can't I create Provence? Oh, Provence actually, what, did I release them or something? No, I did not. So yeah, they screwed me over. France screwed me there. I did not want, so we'll simply release the fiend then, I guess, and we'll feed them this province here. We'll see if we can turn it out somewhere. I have no idea when. Probably me just being blind. Probably something Burgundy did. So I should probably not be that surprised about it, I guess. But hey, I did become a little bit surprised about it. But for now, we'll go ahead and upgrade my military tank to level 14, which gives combat width increased by 2, infantry fire by 0.5, and also some new cavalry units, so can't actually complain about that. But yeah, as I said, all Europe will most likely hate me for a while now. That is basically to be expected. I will have some, I'm actually 5 diplomatic relations over my limit, but that is mostly due to the fact that I have military accesses here and there that I can now revoke. I had them to simply walk over everywhere. Let's see here. Savoy, among others, Austria, so I can at least get rid of 2 of these. So yeah, it seems it's just 2 of them, but I can live with that. And yeah, we'll see how it turns out now. It seems that Great Britain actually took this chance to declare war on everyone at the same time. But the fact that is that these vassals of mine do hate me now, so I actually have to improve the relations with them in order to actually get more or less elected. So we'll improve relations and we'll see how it turns out, because as you can see here, my vassals, this being Trier and Brandenburg, Mantua. As you can see, I need to boost my relations through use of a what's his name? Use of a diplomat, simply to be able to have them vote for me. But if those 3 actually vote for me, that is enough to take the Holy Roman Empire for myself, and then I can start forcibly, well, making things go my way, I guess. But for now, I think we'll be planning another war, simply straight off the bat against Portugal, or no, we'll most likely wait with Portugal. I forgot the coalition thingy. That's kind of bad. I should have dealt with Portugal first, seeing how things actually turned up. But I find it hilarious that Austria gained 218. That's basically just because it was Holy Roman Empire countries, and same with every one of these actually. Even Brandenburg got some. Mantua, the one I took first, had 48. Burgundy, 54. Ally. So yeah, it's kind of ridiculous the amounts of war. I have no idea what to call it, war or something. Over aggressive expansion, that's the name of it. So yeah, apparently, if you want to do this kind of in a peaceful way, without even having the entirety of the Holy Roman Empire wanting to kill you, I would advise on not building a colonial empire, because as you can see, the world hates me. And the result of this is most likely that I'll have to pay my way out of it by most likely releasing Granada, and then potentially someone else as well. But that wouldn't actually be too much of an issue as things are standing right now, so can't really complain too much. What we'll be doing, however, is I think build up some more units, build another 4,000 men that I'll be sending south, and another 12,000 army that I will basically have as a standing army here in Spain. So we'll see how things turn out by the end of this. Kind of like expected here, Portugal declare war upon us. Prepare for battle. They cite coalition as the casus belli. Well, I don't really care much for fighting a war that is futile, in my case, or it's basically even, but Portugal, Austria, Great Britain, Ottomans, even though I'm a scary man, I find an alliance between Great Britain, Denmark, well, who actually is in this alliance more or less. Let's have a quick look at that. Let's see, Great Britain, Denmark, Lithuania, Poland, Austria, Ottomans. I could have understand if Austria, Poland, Lithuania and Hungary, for example, joined arms. I could even understand if Great Britain and Denmark joined arms, but I don't understand how Great Britain, Denmark, Poland, Austria and Ottomans would join arms, especially the fact that they brought in the Ottomans. Well, it makes sense to, I guess, that I'm scary as hell since I own most of the New World, but still, it's kind of ridiculous. And here is, well, I guess I could show you the funniest part about this. Yes, it is definitely the funniest part. And that is basically when I recall this diplomat now and make my peace deal, you'll see something very hilarious. As you can see, I need what? 64. How do I get 64? Can I not release nations? No, I can opt to release nation. Let's see here. I can release Sicily, Naples. Well, they are pretty damn huge, but that's not the point here. Release Navarra and then pay a lot of money. That is basically the way out of this. Once other concessions then go. Wow, that's something I didn't have or haven't had in a while. So let's see here. Who can I release that wouldn't cause me too much of a trouble here? Can't I? They don't want me to release Granada apparently. They would like to get some provinces back apparently. That is basically what they would love. Spain will concede defeat. Cancel vassals. Bramberg, Dauphine, Ferrara, Guyenne. Let's see here. These guys actually turned heretic. That's brilliant. I guess we can take that idea. Get a heavy ship fleet. So yeah, I was a little bit too aggressive as you can see here, and I'm most likely to suffer for it. Release Ferrara among others. Shouldn't actually be too much of a trouble to simply release Ferrara. I basically got what I wanted through them, and I'm pretty sure they'll actually have pretty good relations with me afterwards, so I can simply probably re-vassalize them straight away. That was not what I wanted to do. That was bad of me. So I'll have to wait 24 new days before I get that guy back, but even if they do attack me, I'm pretty sure I should be just fine. That is good news. For Russia entered military alliance with Austria. That's also something that doesn't make too much sense to me, but well, I guess it isn't supposed to. But as I was saying, yeah, we'll make a peace deal. And apparently, let's see here, how much will it cost me now? 164 before 65. So, offer tribute. Dauphine ain't really that much of a goal to keep, really. Ferrara. So let's see, I can Dauphine and Ferrara, 4 provinces. And what else? I want to keep the other ones though, so can't really give it away. I could always do a simple release for Navarra and Galicia and then eat them in 5 years. We'll just do that instead of releasing Dauphine, I think, or Ferrara. And we'll take back some money so I don't actually have to go over my... I can live with this, I think at least. Yeah, I can live with this. The aggressive expansion will lower, but rather slowly. And as you can see, the only one who actually gains anything from this is Portugal. I'm pretty sure a PC like this, where one of the, what should I put, one of the smallest partners of the war gets the most. Basically, Austria, Great Britain, Poland, Lithuania, Ottomans, everyone who was a part of this doesn't get crap. I find that to be very hilarious, but this is the peace deal I'll be going for, I think. It's just 2 provinces, those 2 I have course on, so I'll get them back straight away. Doesn't really matter. Potentially I could always go for release Sicily instead, or even Naples if I wanted to, but that's kind of in a worse area. Galicia and Navarra will easily be given back, so it shouldn't be a problem at all. So I'll just go for this. And boom. That is probably one of the shortest wars, and I'm pretty sure that these armies can deal with them in 5 years. France entered the military coalition against us, so I'll just have to wait now for one. The funny thing is, I believe I have a truce with France, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. But if France declare war on me straight away now, the other ones will be joining in as well. But yeah, I'll have to save up some more money. I do believe I'll simply run on 6 colonies now for the time being. Yeah, I'll run on 6 colonies to save up some more money in case they declare war again, so I can pay my way out of it. But as you can see, even a coalition, I lost 4 provinces total. I'll get 2 back rather quickly. And why the hell are you guys voting for Savoy? You should be rooting for me. So yeah, I'll be boosting my relations with them, and we'll see if I can actually get them to vote for me. They should. Yeah, there we go, Spain. Nice if I won't need those 2, and then I can just wait peacefully. Once I become Holy Roman Emperor, then I'm pretty sure that it doesn't really matter what I do. They still don't have anything to say about it, really. So I'll be sending, I guess, these guys to Africa, and we'll start doing some more colonization attempts down there while we wait for the coalitions to more or less die down and not cause that much trouble. Apparently the Jesuit mission guys can boost my settlers, or I get the 10 extra a year. And all in all, if you add all of my settler modifiers together, it gets it becomes a pretty nice number. So I can't actually complain on that score either. But I'll go ahead, set up another colony here, and I'll be running, as I said, most likely just 6 or 7 colonies now. Save up a little bit of money in case the coalition decides that I'm easy pickings again. Boost my manpower a little bit, and we'll see if anything changes. So this is the end of this episode. We are basically set now for the Holy Roman Empire. And what did it cost me? It cost me 4 provinces, Dauphine as a vassal, and 2 provinces I will get back. So in truth, it was just 2 provinces, and I still have a rather good grasp on the New World. The only problem now is how fast does my aggressive expansion burn? 3.2 a year. Don't I actually have the? No, I do not have the religious ideas, so I need to get them fast. They'll probably be my choice of the economic ones, basically to allow the aggressive expansion to die out and such, so I can actually forge these guys for. As you can see, they have 4 princes for the reform and 25 against them, thanks to Austria being hated, and I'll have the exact same problem. So we'll have to see how things turn out. Religion will definitely be my next idea set, and we'll continue next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully we'll do better next time. Bye.